My eyes burned as I stared at the photo. Their interlaced fingers dominated the screen. A memory surfaced. 2 years ago, Dr. Simon had issued a clinical directive to ease Gemma's severe anxiety and depression. At least a 10-minute hug every day with Riker. At first, Riker despised it. He would literally set a timer on his phone. The second the 10 minutes ended, he would sprint to the bathroom and scrub his skin raw under scalding water. He used to bury his face in my neck, whining about how he couldn't stand being that close to anyone but me. I didn't notice when the timer stopped. I didn't notice when holding her hand and pulling her into his chest became second nature. By then, he was touching my sister far more than he touched me. My thumb hovered over the keyboard. I typed out a quick text. Get here soon. The courthouse closes at noon. In my periphery, Arlo's digital hourglass bled out another 2 large chunks of sand. 2 hours gone. I stood shivering at the intersection. It was the only route to the courthouse. I would spot him the second he turned the corner. I checked my screen again. Left on read. The sand slipped faster. It was almost noon. Then, a massive matte black G-Wagon idled at the distant red light. License plate, 888. Riker. My heart slammed against my ribs. I practically jumped off the curb, my freezing fingers tightly crushing the ultrasound printout in my pocket. Riker had the classic tragic backstory, orphaned young, forced to build his empire from nothing. He craved family more than anything. Every night, when the lights were out and our bodies were tangled together, he would drag his lips across my lower stomach. Give me a baby, Maeve. His voice would drop into that dark, raspy register. I was going to hand him the sonogram the second we signed the marriage certificate. A genuine smile finally broke across my numb face. I stepped toward the street to wave him down. The G-Wagon's engine roared. He didn't brake. The heavy tires tore through a puddle of icy slush, spraying dirty, freezing water directly across my face and coat. My jaw dropped. My trembling fingers fumbled with my phone, accidentally hitting the video call button. It connected instantly. Riker was on the screen. His knuckles were bone white as he gripped the steering wheel. His jaw was clenched so tight the muscle ticked frantically. What is it, Maeve? He ground out, his voice unnaturally tight. I'm busy. You just drove right past the courthouse, I stammered, swiping freezing slush from my eyelashes. It's almost noon. I've been waiting out here for hours. Riker didn't answer. His heavy brows snapped together. A sudden, guttural groan ripped from the back of his throat. He quickly masked it with a series of muffled, forced coughs. Maeve, I think I'm coming down with something, he wheezed. I need to hit a CVS for a mask. Don't want to get you sick. He looked terrible. A bead of sweat slid down his flushed temple. His chest heaved with short, ragged breaths. His Adam's apple bobbed sharply as he swallowed hard. My chest immediately tightened with worry. Pull over. Let me take you to the ER first, then we can. A sound cut me off. A high-pitched, breathy whimper. A woman's gasp, echoing clearly inside the cabin of his truck. Look, I gotta go. Riker's voice cracked, dropping an octave. I'm rushing to get Gemma those exclusive pastries from that bakery she likes. Just wait for me. I'll be there soon. Riker, did he completely forget that I had been waiting out here all morning? The phone fumbled. The camera jerked downwards, the lens diving toward his lap. My lungs stopped expanding. In that fractured second of blurry footage, I saw a pair of delicate hands. They were gripping the heavy leather of Riker's belt. On the left ring finger, a diamond sparkled. My wedding band. Call ended. The screen went black. Ice instantly flooded my veins. A phantom hand shoved its way down my throat, twisting my insides into a sickening knot. The street noise vanished into a deafening, high-pitched ring. I refused to breathe. I refused to let the image process in my brain. My thumb struck the screen, shattering the silence with forceful, erratic taps. The courthouse closes at 5 p.m. I am not leaving this spot. Do not forget what today is, Riker. You promised me.